And also One Punch Man.
Stream is
That
up.
clearly wasn't good enough.
Yeah. Dude, we've been watching Monster. That has 74
Monster?
episodes, actually. Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's like an anime where it's set in a little after, like, the Berlin Wall comes down. Oh my god, somebody just gave me bits.
What is that?
Hey, Chief. Thanks for the
did they
bits. That was unexpected. They're like little currency things that are like a cent each.
Neat. He gave you some
Yeah.
pocket change. Nice.
Thanks, dude. But like, hey, dude. So Monster is like a little after the Berlin Wall has come down. It's like a doctor saves a boy, and the boy turns out to be psychotic.
No.
And it's actually like really well grounded and like a real world ish anime. And I highly recommend it because it's super cool.
Like, is it complete or is it still coming out?
It's complete. Oh, it's been complete for years. It's so cool though. Like you care about every character, more
Is it
or
super
less.
dark?
And like they all give you. Yes.
I might not be a big fan of it.
It's so good. It's so
Well, okay, let me ask you this.
so good.
What kind of dark is it? Is it comparable to like Attack on Titan dark? More or less.
I didn't watch much of that. I don't think I've watched any actually.
Because there's a lot of fucking living people getting eaten alive in that. And that's
I mean, like basically you can meet some characters and they like after you get to know them for a while, they die.
Is it the kind of
pretty
show where
good.
no one but the main character is safe?
No.
Oh.
I mean, kind of, I guess. I don't know. It's unclear whether or not the main character himself is even gonna live or die. Yeah. So, because he's on a mission. Like I won't spoil it anymore, but like he's on a mission that could potentially kill him because of this thing.
He's on a mission from God.
And
He
we
is.
can start.
Okay.
Okay.
Alejo, did you do that thing I wanted you to do with your sheet and your skills?
Yeah, everything is below 85, or it is maxed at 85, I think it was. Or 75.
Okay, yeah.
75.
Because that way there's still actually room for improvement.
That's totally fine, yeah.
I'm going to have Brogan do that as well when he comes back, if he needs to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he had anything that was that high.
No, I know none of mine are either on my character.
Yeah. Yeah, I was the only one who was like that because of my high...
yeah, you were very educated.
Question.
I am quite the man.
How much would it deter you guys if I had to walk away for 15 minutes? Would you be able to do stuff with Alejo while I was gone?
I mean, it's just 15 minutes. We can just wait.
All right. Okay, because I was supposed to bake cookies tonight, and I haven't done that yet. But like, it's the prepackaged cookie dough, so I literally just have to hit preheat and then put it on a sheet, and then like 10 minutes later, pop it in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go, and honestly, so I just have to scoop it on, hit preheat. That'll take 5 minutes. I'll come back 10 minutes later. I'll run, put them in, come back.
Okay, yeah, we can do some pre-game shit during that time.
Cool. So I'm gonna go set that up.
Real quick.
Yeah. Alejo.
Okay.
Do you have magic? Magic the Gathering? We could play that while we're doing that.
I do not have... Well, I have a deck that I was given by one of my friends who didn't want it. I've never used it.
Okay, never mind then.
I've never used it whatsoever. But I've played Magic before.
That's fine. If you don't want to play, that's cool.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. As I've said, I've never used the deck.
I just have my Magic cards right next to me, so I was like, hey, play a little bit while we're waiting, but we don't have to.
No, it's fine. Let me see if I can find it.
Let's see. I don't even know what deck I should use. Probably just use the sexy deck.
Yeah, no, I have multiple decks of cards that are strewn about.
Okay.
So but I have no idea where that specific one
that's
is.
fine. Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
all right. I just thought, we could kill some time with that. Do you have your dice at the hand at the moment? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't expect any less, but just gotta ask.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a sweet new dice pouch or dice bag, whatever. It has the elder symbol from Cthulhu on it. It's like the star with.
Yeah, my first dice set has the elder symbol on all of it.
It's like the Cthulhu dice from Q Workshop.
No.
Okay, good. Unfortunately, those are
maybe.
cool, but they're fucking hideous. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh really?
They only look bad because you can't fucking tell what you're looking at. Like they're impossible to read, and so
yeah.
I can actually show you.
Yeah, no, these ones are fine. You can read them.
Good.
The only problem that I have is one. Sometimes I get confused with the 2 and the 7.
Oh, here we go. I can show you a picture of them. Yeah, these things are awful. How to find a pic? Yeah, here we go. That works. Hey, view image. Here we go. So yeah, good fucking luck reading these things in the middle of a game.
Okay.
Look at that shit.
Oh, those kind. Yeah, mine are like that, but they're tan and black.
Okay, so they're way easier to read.
The tan, yeah, they're extremely easy to read, but they are exactly the same.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, you picked the right colors then.
Yes. Yeah,
because fuck that.
I think. I think we were at. I think I got those at PAX.
Oh, nice.
The one time I went. Yeah. The very one time that I went. Okay. Oh, by the way, those of you who are in the stream, hello. We are waiting on our third to get finished making cookies.
Like starting cookies. Probably gonna fucking put vodka in them. Yeah,
surprise me.
Goddamn alcoholic. Oh man. Did you see the new episode of Rick and Morty?
I haven't kept up.
Oh right, no. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really bad at getting myself to watch.
Well, hey, at least by the time you watch it, the third season will be done because there's one more episode in season 3.
And shit! All right, well that's good.
So
then I can just binge it all.
I'll be honest, it's not quite as funny as season 2, but there's a lot more character to it. So
okay,
yeah,
interesting.
There are funny parts in it. It's still very funny, but for example, there's nothing in season 3 that tops the episode where with the like brain parasites and shit. There's nothing that even comes close to that. Because that episode's fucking amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
And this episode's a lot more. These ones are a lot more fucked up too. Yeah, there's some
good.
fucked up shit that goes on.
That's very good.
Especially this most recent one. I want to spoil it, but I won't. I just want to tell you what happened. Or at least, like, the premise of one of the characters that shows up. But, god damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. He's not very fast at making cookies, huh?
No.
God. Oh, do you remember where the hell you were? Your character was?
I was just getting on my flight.
Were you? I thought you were packing.
We were going to. Or well, I was ready to go.
Okay,
basically.
because the way I remember it was you had just left the library after you fucked up that book.
Yeah, and I got back to my room and I had gotten my stuff basically, and I was ready to go in like I think it was like an hour.
Yeah, and then
something.
I forget where Brogan was. I think he was speaking with cops about that body, and that's when he needed to go to bed.
Yeah, he was able to. I think he had already gotten up, and it was like not too late.
I think it was. I think at his point, he is when you're leaving the library. So
and I know you wanted to try to get his character around mine,
or at least to Louisiana. Somehow. He's being so fucking difficult. And it's like, hey, you want to go to Louisiana? Nope. Okay, well, why did you come play Call of Cthulhu?
Well, to be fair, his character really doesn't have a reason to yet.
I gotta think of a reason.
Yeah.
The thing is, I gotta think of a reason that's not just like shoving it down his throat. It's like, go to Louisiana! I can't.
Yeah, right.
And it's hard to give this really flighty flapper girl a legit reason to leave the state.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he takes so long to make cookies. I'm never asking him to make cookies for me. Oh, and actually, I don't know if I'm gonna be. I won't be able to play next Thursday because they got me closing next Thursday, unfortunately.
Does another day work?
Huh?
Does another day work?
Well, I'm off Monday and Tuesday.
I'm always available after 5.
Alejo.
Tuesday is fine for me because
okay, then we can do it next week on Tuesday.
Cool.
Okay, Brogan, take a look at your sheet. Do you have any skills that are above 75%?
Definitely not.
Okay, go ahead and check anyway, just to be safe.
Definitely not.
Did you check?
Yes.
Okay. And that's all I needed to know, because basically what I had Alejo do was I had him bring all of his stats that were above 75 down to 75 and then redistribute those points.
Oh, why? Just to prevent OPness?
Yeah, to prevent instant successes and also to allow him actual growth. That way he's not just succeeding at everything, which, to be fair, he'll probably still succeed at most of what he does, but still.
Well, not if my dice roll.
Yeah,
like
which was
time.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I was gonna do something. Fuck. Oh, Brogan, and actually you too, Alejo. Go ahead. Roll for your skill boosts.
How does that work?
Oh, right.
So go ahead and pick. All the skills that I had you check off in the first game.
Okay.
Roll a D100, and you want to get above that skill percentage.
Fuck, I didn't pick which one was 10. I'm rolling again.
Okay.
Red is 10, black is 1s. Yay!
Okay.
So it goes up.
So
what,
if you rolled above it, take your D10.
Okay.
and roll it, and then add that much percentage to that skill.
2.
So I was supposed to get above 15. I got a 5.
Then go ahead. Then you don't.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It was concealed.
Oh
so.
man. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Fuck. I should probably get a pencil, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna need a pencil for that.
Yeah.
Shit. And you need to erase the check mark on that skill box.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did so.
That sucks, man. I was hoping you'd get a little bit of points on that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, it's not like a primary concern.
Well, I mean, I'm just sad because that was such a lucky thing to do because, like, it's like, oh shit,
yeah.
you botched on your fucking library use, and then you managed to hard succeed on a skill you had never put any points into. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So spot hidden is now a 27% chance.
That's not
pretty
bad.
good.
It was originally 25.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the only one you had me check.
Okay. Then go ahead and erase the little check in the box.
Yep.
Okay. So, last time on Call of Cthulhu,
we read a newspaper.
Yeah, you guys read a newspaper. You were informed, not so much informed. You learned about the events going on in the northern city, the city in northern Louisiana, Ruston, and there, for anybody who's new to the stream, there is basically a preacher there that is healing people, which nobody has ever heard of. And it's like legit healing, like he's repairing bones and restoring sight to blind people and like healing the crippled and shit like that. So, let's see here. Your names were Marcus Williams, correct? Marcus Williams and Tracy Preen, right?
You got it.
Okay. I'm surprised I remember that after 2 weeks. So, the last time we ended off, Marcus was coming out of the library and having found out what little information he could have from that old book, that symbol.
Yep.
Two pieces of information: a symbol that is a circle with many smaller circles inside of it, and essentially like cave paintings of depicting people healing other people.
Mm-hmm.
And you were leaving the library to prep for your flight down to Louisiana. Yes. And Tracy, you just had a run-in, not a bad one. You had a run-in with the police about how one of your flapper girl friends was brutally and horribly murdered.
Straight down the middle.
Yeah, straight up the middle.
Yeah, from the cooch up.
Yeah, like all the way up to her fucking ribcage. Like, again, I'll use the same analogy I did before. Like, she just sat down on a bandsaw.
Really proud of that, aren't you?
I like it's a good analogy.
It's a good.
Yeah, it's good. So we'll pick back up with you, Tracy. You spoke with the cops, and very unprofessionally, I might add, they showed you the corpse.
They're misogynistic pigs.
It showed you the corpse. Maybe I should start doing an accent, but I don't really feel like it. Not with the sore throat.
My friend. You can understand my rage of the Brooklyn.
Well, honestly, what I should have had happen was you roll a spot hidden, and then you see it. That's what I should have done.
That's what we did.
No, they just brought you up to it and showed you.
Well, yeah, but I saw it before they brought me because I spot hidden. That's why I leveled up my spot hidden.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
I was behind the police line, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, and then you saw it. Okay. So, you're just walking away from that encounter, and let's see, you're on like that second, you're like 2 blocks from your apartment.
Yeah, I think what ended up happening is I walked away, and I was gonna go shopping, but after seeing that, I just went back to my apartment and smoked some cigarettes.
Okay, so wait, you're already back to your apartment?
If I'm only 2 blocks away, yeah, I'm just gonna quickly walk back to my apartment, light a cigarette, probably nervously smoke after seeing that shit show.
Okay.
Just try to calm myself down.
Well, let me think. I gotta really think about this.
Yeah, I'll head in the direction of my apartment.
Okay, yeah, that's better. I gotta really think about this because. Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, you're good.
Bring the game to a halt.
I have been in the exact same position, and that ended up firing a summon out of a catapult to decapitate a guard.
I wasn't listening. What?
Okay, are you cool? Are you cool with the side tangent?
How long is it?
Like 30 seconds. Basically,
okay, go.
Me, Alejo, and three of our friends. I don't remember how many people it was. Two. Was it just Kelly and Miles? Okay, so we were.
Oh no, Alex was there too.
Yeah, he was a silent monk.
Okay.
So he it was an evil campaign, which was fun. It was Pathfinder. Yeah. And they were infiltrating this church. And basically they were sneaking through, and there was this what I always described as a god paladin, because it's an actual creature type in the Pathfinder. And it's just this massive armored paladin, like level 12.
Jesus. Okay.
And so they're like running for their lives. They're sneaking out, and Alejo gets separated. They're running down the staircase, and Alejo sprints off through a doorway while the rest of them keep going down the entire stairway. And the God Paladin is following somewhere slow behind. I don't remember how they delayed him, but they did. And so they get to the bottom. They start sneaking out. They're sneaking. And Miles, this chaotic, evil, hilarious guy, I think he was a rogue, but I can't remember. They're all sneaking. And he just walks up to the guards and goes, "Hi, can we leave?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, "Why not?" And they're like, "What?" And he tries to stab one.
Oh shit.
And I designed them to be sneaked around, so they were like level 4 while they were all level 1.
Oh god.
And so these guards are fighting them, and Alejo, meanwhile, sprints down a hallway, finds himself in a small room with a catapult in it. And he doesn't see any ammo for it, but he does have his summoned snake.
Oh my god.
So he loads his snake in the catapult. And I just say, I'm going to roll for this. And you're going to need fucking the luck of the gods to make this work.
And the luck of the gods was with
I rolled a fucking nat 20. And it fires, just blows both of the fucking guards up.
Jesus.
And,
a snake?
Yep. I summoned a snake.
What the fuck? Okay. Anyway.
I love that story.
So,
this is good.
You make it back to your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the door. Let me see. There's no like smell hidden. Okay. Okay. Let's see. That one. Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. God, I'm really trying to think about how this would even work.
I mean, if you want him to do just a generic thing, you could have him just roll percentiles and see what he gets.
Okay, never mind. You go into your
Okay.
And I really had to think there, and it wouldn't have worked. You go to your apartment, and there's nothing.
Okay. I'm sitting on my bed. I'm like shaking. I'm pulling out my cigarettes, lighting them up, and I'm just kind of probably, if nothing's stopping me, I'm going to go through at least 3 or 4 in one sitting.
Okay. Go ahead and subtract 1 Constitution. Oh. Okay. So, you smoke your way through like
a half pack, yeah.
Yeah, like a half a pack, quarter pack, however much it was in the 20s. Now, did you have work today?
I do a little bit later, because it's what, like noontime?
Yeah, it's probably about noon by now.
So I don't have work for another like 5 hours.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do aside from just kind of chill?
I mean, I guess I'm kind of in shock right now. It's probably been a little bit since I saw the corpse.
Okay. Then, if you can you think of anything that you'd like to do? Aside
I guess
from just kind of relax and try to clear your head.
yeah. I'm trying to think of what I would do in that situation, but she's really just in total, almost catatonic shock
Okay.
at the fucking mutilation of the body.
Okay. Then we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, Alejo. Or Marcus, sorry. You reach a hotel and you head on up to your room. What dost thou do?
Start preparing for my trip.
So you go ahead and you grab all your personal effects, all the stuff that you would bring with you on a trip, because clearly you're already on a trip to New York, and now you're going to be taking a detour.
Yeah,
a significant detour. So you grab everything you can, and then
all of the stuff that I basically brought here.
Pretty much. Just you bring your inventory.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So you go downstairs and you check out of the hotel, and you head on outside and you hail a taxi.
Hail taxi.
And taxi pulls on over. He didn't hear you say that because you just kind of said that.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like, hey, where are you going?
The airport.
Okay,
please.
Excellent. And you get on in the taxi, and pretty uneventfully, at least for New York, he takes you to the airport, and as you approach, you see some some biplanes taking off and people just kind of flying around, not really people just kind of just flying, really. And then you also see Zeppelins on the ground, being fueled and prepped, and passengers being loaded on, and you see one take off.
That's my Zeppelin.
Yeah. So you have a ticket, correct? Or
I scheduled myself to take a Zeppelin flight.
Okay. I forgot if it was a ticket or a scheduling. What?
Yeah.
So you head on into the office.
So I guess I would pick up the ticket.
Yeah, you can just do that. Like you can show your ID, and they can use their super iPads to look through. Space age technology.
The 20s iPad.
Fuck yeah, it's a typewriter. Not many apps. So you go on in. You state your name, you state your business. Pretty uneventfully, because this is regular business. Pretty uneventfully, they give you, you state your name, provide ID, and they give you like a boarding pass. So you head on out, and this is probably around. Let's see. I mean, you left the library at 11. You're probably getting there after packing at 12. So you're actually getting there pretty early. So, God, I hadn't really even planned anything for this fucking Zeppelin ride. I feel really ashamed. I'm such a bad DM.
It's okay. No, it's fine. All I know is that it's swank.
Yeah, it is. Actually, wait a minute. There they are. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see. We're gonna see just how swank it actually is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I paid $100. It better be fucking swank.
Well,
oh no.
You get on, and you notice that some of the passengers are a teensy bit rowdy. They're a little bit loud. They're a little bit annoying. Not that bad, but it's just kind of like, ugh.
Okay.
And possibly from a previous flight, it coming into New York, it's a little bit dirty. It feels like it hasn't been cleaned as well as it should have been. It's not exactly like a pigsty. It's just kind of a little bit disorderly. Humph. So what do you do?
Am I assigned a seat, or can I take
You can take any seat.
Oh, okay, fantastic. What does it look like seating wise?
About half of the seats are windows, and the other half are aisle seats. It's not when I say that, it's not cramped like an airplane would be.
Okay.
the size of the aisle is probably a good 4.5 feet between the seats. So there's plenty of room to move around.
That's good.
So you have the seats on the left and the right, and then in the back you have like a restroom that you can use. And there's also, like, before you get to the restroom, there's also like a little mini bar.
Okay.
And there is, if you go up to the front, there's like the cockpit and stuff like that. And like there's a stewardess there. Right. And or like not a stewardess, like a flight attendant, you know what I mean? So.
Okay. There is like a place for me to put my baggage?
Yes. You can stow it underneath your seat.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Then I would like to take the like somewhere near the middle.
Okay.
Somewhere near the middle, but like it's a window seat. I would like to take a window seat in that area.
And we'll say for this one, there's probably about 30 seats. 50, well, no, that doesn't really make sense. We'll say there's 44 seats, so there's 22 seats on each side.
Okay.
So there's 11.
Okay.
There's 22 aisle seats and there's 22 window seats.
Okay.
Sure. So you go ahead and you stow your bag, and you notice that when you push your bag up underneath the seat, there's like a little there's like a partition at the back of the seat, so that way people can't like reach up and grab it from behind, take it. So you're relieved at that.
Yes.
And you sit down and go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
Okay. What is my spot? Okay. Nope. 73.
Okay. Well, let me see here, because I can make this roll as well. Okay, so you don't notice anything.
Yep.
And okay, that is an 81. So no. Holy shit. Okay. So, so you sit down, and do you have any like reading material? Because you notice that the Zeppelin is not full yet.
Oh, I would definitely have I just take my notes out and start going over them.
Let's see here.
And if need be, get a book and that I brought with me.
Okay.
One of those to
cross-reference. All right, well, you go ahead and you whip out a book, some of your notes, and you start reading.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do that, you kind of hear not so much a commotion, you kind of hear it's not really even a rustling either. It's not. I'm trying to. You hear the sound of somebody getting up, but kind of struggling to do so, but still managing to do so.
Okay. Sure.
And you see a rather large man about a couple rows in front of you and off to. Now you said you were on the left side, correct?
I just said somewhere in the middle, so I could be on either side.
Well, then you see someone off. We'll say you got on the left side. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, okay. How about this? No. You got on the left. You got on the fucking left.
Okay. All right. I'm on the left.
So you see someone about 3-4 rows up from you get up. Rather large, brown-haired man, and he is clearly walking with some trouble. And you notice that he actually has like specialty like walking sticks that are kind of like lashed to his arm or his arms, and they extend to the ground. He kind of like walks with their assistance.
Yep.
And let me see here. You remember, you don't do anything just yet, but you remember him as the man who approached you when you got the newspaper and asked you if you would be coming to Ruston to help him.
Oh, Mr. Fields.
Oh, And he hears you, and like he was kind of concentrating on standing up properly. He's like, oh, Mr. Williams, hello. Wow, I see you're already heading to Ruston, huh?
Yes.
He kind of hobbles over to you.
I tried looking in the local library to see if there was anything like the story in the paper, which was incredibly interesting. I assume you know more.
No, I don't. Did you find something?
Oh.
I was aware of the story. Were you able to find more?
Oh, well, not really. I found, let's see, I looked through my notes. I found an old book that had some sort of symbol like this, and I would show him the,
and he, he kind of, he leans over and like looks at it. It's like, okay. And what else did you find?
Nothing that would pertain to a man performing miracles that is not in the good book.
Oh, I see. Okay. And go ahead and give me a let's see. Give me a psychoanalysis.
Oh fuck. I have nothing in that.
Time to crit. Shit.
55.
Okay. Well, you noticed him. You noticed how he reacted towards the picture and like the symbol, and you thought that was a little bit weird, but you can't really deduce why it would have been weird.
Okay.
Or if it really means anything. He may have just been confused and just interested in it.
Yes, it is an odd symbol. Like, why would anybody have seen such a thing?
So, do you know if anyone's sitting here next to you? Maybe we could enjoy the trip together.
Oh, well, the seat is open, and it was open when I got here, so you may.
Okay,
of course.
If you'll give me just a moment, and he hobbles past you, and he goes up to the minibar. There's a guy standing back there. You hear them talking, and go ahead and give me a listen. Not for any real reason.
That's fine. 78.
Oh, shit. Okay, you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything other than like mumbling. Or if you were trying to listen, you can't really hear because kind of being loudish.
Loud.
So he spends a moment over there, and he comes back holding 2 bottles filled with a black liquid.
Oh.
And he comes on back over and is like, "Hey, I'm back. Would you like one?"
What is
Coca-Cola. Seriously.
Oh, I would, of course. That's splendid.
Okay, wait a minute. Are you a Coke for Pepsi? I'm asking out of character. I'm asking you.
I don't remember every time because I don't remember which one tastes like which.
But okay, yeah, he hands you a glass bottle of Coke. It's been popped open. You can see kind of like the little mist coming out of it. And he like downs that whole thing in one swig. It's like, so
I would save for mine, of course.
He downs his one whole swig. Go ahead and I'll be right back. And he hobbles back over, buys another one, comes back. And then he drinks this one a bit more slowly.
Okay, fair enough. Yes,
not quite as never been the biggest fan of alcohol, but man, this hits the spot.
It is quite refreshing.
All right, so after getting your drinks, after getting your drinks, you guys, you wait about maybe 30-45 minutes, and then the Zeppelin lifts off. And you spend the rest of the trip kind of just chatting it up with Jesse and kind of discussing your, he asks you lots of questions, and even though he's very nice, he's very polite, seems to be quite a big fan of your work. you do get the impression that he is a little bit inexperienced in the area, but you're all too happy to, teach him and enlighten him. Yeah, you're a teacher.
Shows.
You like to do that, and you're clearly talking with someone who has a vested interest. You can tell that he has a very vested interest in this kind of occult shit. So the Zeppelin lifts off.
Okay.
You guys chat shit, and you spend the rest of the night. What the fuck would even the word be? I guess sailing. Yeah, sailing through the night sky.
Yes.
So
okay. Yes.
now we'll leave you two on the Zeppelin. Okay. And Tracy, you still awake? Still with us?
Yep.
Okay. So, you're in your room. I take it you finished smoking, and it's now. Did you want to do anything between smoking and going to work, or?
I mean, I'm sure after a while I should probably get up and do something.
Okay. Now you started. You got out, found the body, had that whole discussion, and got back to your apartment around 12-ish. You think, or was it more like 1?
I would say between 12 and 1, 12:30-ish.
Okay.
And then I probably smoked and probably read some magazines or something for an hour.
Okay. So it's around 1:30, 1:32.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? Is there anything you want to do before?
I guess I'll get up and I'll walk to. You know what? Let's go to the bar.
Okay, going to the local Zeppelin.
Local Zeppelin. That's the one I was trying. I knew it was something Zeppelin.
Yeah, the local Zeppelin.
And while I do that, I'm actually going to excuse myself real quick because the cookie's alarm just went off.
Okay.
Let me check the cookies.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm so happy that Coke exists in this universe. Because that's actually one of my favorite things is that in the Call of Cthulhu rulebook, they have example items for like your inventory and shit. Coca-Cola is on there.
Oh yeah.
It's a bottle of Coke was 5 cents.
Oh my god.
Fucking great.
And yet people are more fat today than they were back then.
Yeah. Probably because it was made with real sugar.
Yeah, pure cane sugar is good.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Have you ever had like real sugar Coke?
Oh
So
yeah.
Mexican Coke. That's how you get it.
I went to Honduras and had soda there, and dear God, all of it was great.
One of my favorite things to do is go into like weird soda shops and shit. Like they have dirt soda and ranch soda. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
like, oh, that's where I got my Stalinade.
That's the one.
And yeah, Stalinade and seal you later, and it's a picture of fucking Osama bin Laden. It's great because there's some shit on there. Because on the front of the bottle, it's a picture of Osama bin Laden with really, really wide cartoon eyes, and it's on the box or the bottle it says "Knock knock, who's there? America." And then for the Stalinade's like secret KGB flavor.
Nice.
Okay. So you all done with your cookies or what?
They weren't ready, so another 5 minutes or so.
Okay. So, where were you going again? To the bar.
The local Zeppelin, yeah.
Okay. You head down out of the out of your apartment, and you walk in the direction of the local Zeppelin, and you still see that there's like kind of a small crowd of people, police holding people back, and
yeah, I'm not looking at it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk.
So you walk on by there, ignoring the alleyway, and you make it to the Zeppelin. And as you walk in, you see that it's happy hour.
At fucking 1:30 in the afternoon?
Exactly. Because they don't get customers at 1:30 in the afternoon. So happy hour. Right?
Okay.
What?
Okay. I thought 4 or 5 was happy hour.
Well, they're in the 20s. It was 1.
1 o'clock you should be that day.
Well, you could also make you could also make the argument that there was a horrible murder next door.
So I was like, hey, there's a horrible murder next door.
It's happy
Drink
hour
to
now.
her demise. I mean, her memory. So anyway, it doesn't have to be happy hour. You fucking
that's fine. No, it's not happy hour anymore.
Someone
You came in at the very end.
Yeah,
of happy hour.
somebody comes out and fucking erases happy hour off the chalk sign.
As if my day wasn't going bad enough.
Yeah, and as whenever you came here, it was usually at night, and so you never really the sign. On the sign it says, "The local Zeppelin will take you to Cloud 9."
I like
Anyway.
it. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. I just wanted to come up with a tagline for him.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you head on in. Bartender, sees you come in. It's like, "Oh God, Tracy, you okay?" And he already starts pouring you a drink.
Make it a triple.
Okay,
and then make 2 of them.
You got it.
One for me and one for insert friend's name here.
Betsy. Yeah.
One for me and one for Betsy.
That's fine. So, he pours you the drinks, and then he pours you 2 glasses, and then he has an expression like, wait. And then he just dumps both glasses together. It gets like a big mug. It's like, oh, yeah, I could just do this. And then just dumps both the glasses in there. It's like, here you go. So now it's a 6. It's a 6er.
Oh, yeah. 6 shots. Let's go.
Yeah. So you down the 6. You down the 6er. And go ahead. Let's see. So what do you think you're going to do now?
Is that the bartender talking to me?
Yeah, the bartender. Sorry. The bartender says that.
I don't know. I don't know if I can face work again without Betsy there. It just won't feel right.
Yeah, well, I heard they wanted you tonight, but I'd understand if you couldn't make it.
When don't they want me?
Yeah. Well, here, let's at least get you in the mood. So he pours you another triple.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? Oh, well. Sorry. Okay. It's like, do you want another one? We can turn that frown upside down if you want.
Yeah, hit me with as many as you can. As long as I'm still standing, I haven't had enough.
Okay, so he pours you another. And go ahead. What's your constitution?
8.
Okay, what's 8 times 5 is 35, correct?
Sure.
No, 40.
8 times 5?
Yeah.
Okay,
40.
Go ahead and roll constitution. You want
So what am I rolling for?
to not get drunk.
So I have to roll less than a 35?
Wait, I thought it was 40.
Less than a 40.
40. Oh my god.
40.
Yeah, try to
40, guys. Come on.
So try to roll under 40 because that's a fuck ton of vodka you just drank.
That's 100.
Oh,
that's 2 zeros.
Okay. Oh, okay. You
straight up alcohol poisoning. Hold on, I need to check the cookies. Well, you
think wow. Jesus.
Hey man, roll to not get incredibly drunk.
Well, you drink and then your liver explodes. You're dead.
Yeah, immediately start vomiting up everything. Like, oh my god.
I'll have a reason for it though.
So what's happening?
As you down that third drink, you already start to feel your head swimming a bit, and
I would hope so.
Yeah, in your stupor, your mind flashes back to Betsy's body, and you just, you try to cover your mouth, and you just vomit all over.
Oh no!
All over. Like,
I don't even try to get to the bathroom.
It was too fast.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah, it's like Jesus. Are you?
It's fucking Betsy, man.
Yeah.
I've worked with her for 3 fucking years.
Yeah.
I remember when she was the new girl.
Well, here, I can already tell that's way too much for you. Sorry, I wanted to cheer you up. I didn't want to make you sick.
Not your fault.
It's
my
here,
fault.
I'll clean this up.
What? My fault.
Here, I'll clean this up. You get out of here, because clearly This is too much for you right now.
I guess
he's not mad. He's just concerned.
Okay, it's just funny when you say "get out of here," you fucking wasted bitch.
Get out of here. But yeah, he's like, he says get out of here, but not in that mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, get out of here. You're
So I guess I'll stumble out of the Zeppelin.
Yeah, you stumble out of the Zeppelin, then you free fall, and then die.
Yeah. How did I get up here?
You didn't know, but the Zeppelin becomes an actual Zeppelin around this time. That's why nobody comes
where
here.
You are right now. In the bar / Zeppelin.
Oh shit! And then you. This is so fucking weird. Why did you have to name it that? It could have been anything.
It felt
right. It still is.
Oh my God. So I stumble out of the Zeppelin, and I don't even know which direction I'm going. I'm just walking.
Okay, give roll navigate.
All right, I got 10 in that.
Yep,
that's the base. I got a 49.
I know.
Oh shit. Okay, well, you just kind of stumble along, and you're like the combination of alcohol, a bad night's sleep, the vomiting that you just did. You're super weak. You're woozy. So you just kind of stumble away, and by the time your senses come back to you, it's dark.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
but dark. I never passed out, which is great.
Yeah, you didn't actually pass out, but you're just you've basically just been a zombie.
I basically blacked out without passing out.
Yeah, so so the Vindicators will come down and they'll find out you.
Vindicators 3.
No, Vindicators 4. Except now they're all dead.
Whoa, spoilers.
It's fine. So you look up and you see that familiar red and blue.
Oh, son of a bitch. I'm guessing this is giving me a mad headache after being fucking drunk all day.
Huh?
I'm guessing the sirens and the noise and shit are giving me a fucking headache since I just got done being drunk.
Oh, well, no, there's no sirens at the moment.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, in your weak state, you're like, ugh. I know that if you wander off, bad shit could happen. So you walk towards the cops, so that way you could at least be in relative safety while you're this vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you walk towards it, and as you get closer and closer, you look up, and it's not red. You don't need a spot hidden because it's like a big fucking neon sign. You see that it's your place of work.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How did I get here?
What do you want to do? There's no cops outside at the moment.
No cops outside?
Yeah.
I guess, are there windows into my workplace?
There's not really. You can't really see what's going on, mostly because all the windows are, they're like covered with drapes. Okay. And like they have like some displays and shit out there. It's like like signs like, oh, girls. Is
the front door open?
Yes. The door is open.
I'll stumble up to it and kind of walk through.
Okay. You walk in and you see your manager. Okay. And at the moment you can't remember his name.
Oh.
Because, partly because you're drunk, partly because I'm flying by the seat of my.
That's fine.
So you see him like yelling at one of the cops. Is like, "Oh, what are you doing? You can't come through. You're gonna scare off all my customers." It's like, "Sir, there's been. Are you even aware what's happened?" "No. What are you talking about? What happened?" I mean, I smell something I smell a weird smell, but that's about it. It's like, sir, you may want to leave the area because there's a homicide. It's like, what? And then, the cop, as he's talking with him, he like notices you. It's like, Jesus, what happened to you?
I had a few too many. What's going on? Am I late for my shift?
Your shift? You work here?
Yeah, I fucking work here. I'm one of the best girls.
Oh,
Best.
you're
Terry Breen, best girl.
Oh my god.
Breen senpai.
Oh my god. Just like fucking Persona 5. Look, you're probably not going to be working here. Nobody.
What was that you cut out?
Oh, you're probably not going to be working here much longer. I don't think anybody will.
Why is that? What's wrong? I mean, I know this guy doesn't know how to run a business to save his ass, but he still pays checks.
And then like, Tracy.
I don't even know your name. Shut the fuck up.
Tracy, you're fired. No. You're a loose cannon, Tracy. The mayor's up my ass over the last.
I want you off this case.
Love angry police chiefs.
They're so good.
And I take it you're aware of what happened to one of the other dancers that was here previously, correct?
If you're talking about Betsy, yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah. Let's say that happened again.
Jesus. What the fuck do we pay you guys for? Just to come and clean up?
Well, actually, that's what the coroners are for. But, yeah, that's happened again. I take it you don't want to see. I imagine you don't want to.
I'm fine.
What?
I'm fine. I don't need to fucking see it.
Okay. I thought you meant you wanted to. Whew.
You think
So,
I am some kind of
now here's the thing. There is a small silver lining. Some of them were not killed.
Okay.
But, and he kind of...
Fuck my cookies. Sorry, I was getting really gross, but I don't want my cookies.
Jesus Christ.
In game, just
Stop
Tracy talking to cop. Oh fuck! Wait, my cookies runs home. Brings them back. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
Jesus. Call of Cthulhu and cookies don't mix.
What are you talking about? Call of Cthulhu's.
Oh my god, Cthulhu's. Call of Cthulhu's. Jesus. I swear to God, if he doesn't go to Louisiana, well, game's over. Fuck hell.
I'll be here in Louisiana. You keep hanging out in New York.
At some point, I may just have her kidnapped. I mean, that could work.
That's what I was thinking about that. I was like, she's getting really drunk. She just rolled 100. She's gonna go and get kidnapped or something. I don't know.
What's up?
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Well, stop eating it. It just came out of the fucking oven.
So good, though. Okay.
Dumbass. Okay. So, are you good? Are you going to run away anymore?
Am I going to run away?
To go do cookies?
You personally.
No, they're all set. Turn the oven off. I just had to wait for them to cool down, then I'll throw them in Tupperware later.
Okay. So, anyway, he said there's a silver lining. Some of them lived. I mean, not all of them were killed. And then, and then, he kind of looks, he looks very uncomfortable to say it. 2 of them were killed, and the rest were, I guess there's no point in mincing words. The rest were raped.
What the fuck happened then?
We do have an ID. We have a solid ID.
Oh, good. You know what he looks like. Good thing there's only about however many thousand people in this goddamn city.
Oh, no. We know who it is. They know who it was. You see, he broke in, and he broke into the dressing room before all their shift, before the main shifts started. So everybody was in there. And the ones that survived, they all remember him saying some very strange words. They couldn't place it. It was some sort of other language that was a language no one had ever heard before.
What, like French?
Go ahead and roll occult.
Oh God.
Orange.
60.
Shit. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay. So they heard him speaking some strange language they'd never heard. It clearly wasn't French or German or Chinese or Japanese or anything like that. It was something different, something spidery. They described it as.
Oh,
spiders don't talk.
The language, when they heard it, they said it's strange to even say, but when they heard it, they said it felt like their mind was tingling, and as if something was moving in there. And after that, it wasn't painful, but after that, they all blacked out. And then when the rest woke up, 2 of them were dead, and it was clear what had happened. All the survivors with legs spread and naked from the waist down, and pain down there.
There's no trace of drugs. Stephanie didn't bring in any bad Molly.
Well, there was some in there, but it didn't. Well, here's the thing: the drugs don't split people from the crotch up to their rib cage like the previous murder victim. However, before the girls blacked out, they all saw his face. It was Angus Allard, the same guy that approached you in the bar and is suspected of killing Betsy.
Well, then why didn't he just kill me the night that I saw him?
We don't know. Maybe when he saw you, he wasn't in a murder.
But he still killed that same night. How? I don't know.
Maybe he was drunk. Maybe... We don't know. At the very least, we know he's a psychotic serial killer and serial rapist. We're going to bring him in. We're going to spend a lot of effort on tracking this guy down. We will not let this stand. We will not let a criminal this ferocious and evil survive. If we have to bring in him dead, we will.
Okay.
And so, he kind of, he finishes delivering all that information to you, and, you're kind of shuffled gently out of the building because there's nothing is going on tonight. As you're coming out of the building, you see more police cars come up, and they're like already getting the crime scene tape and like plastering it everywhere.
I'm just walking off.
Okay.
While I'm walking, I'm just going to look for anything, any kind of paper or pamphlet or anything that I can just read while I walk.
Okay. You find a newspaper, and let's see.
Was it just like on the ground?
Yeah, I guess. Well, you find like a newspaper that left on a trash can. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
It's not like sitting on top of like rotting food or anything like that.
Right.
Yes,
so what
it's
is it?
clean.
Is it like yesterday's paper or?
Actually, it's probably today's paper, but given the gruesomeness of the original murder, it's probably a quick story about that, like a small one. It's like, popular dancer Flapper Girl,
Yeah.
Betsy Palmer was found murdered today, blah, blah, blah.
Anything else of interest in the paper?
Not particularly, no.
No follow-ups on the story from the day before?
Well, I mean, there's excuse me. There's more witness accounts, but it's nothing anymore than oh my god, I'm sorry, excuse me.
No, you're good.
There's nothing any more useful than just it's like, oh, it's another witness, shit.
But it still has like the general synopsis and like
yeah, it still has like, oh, there's a guy in Louisiana, people and shit like that. So you get the paper and you're just kind of reading it, trying to get your mind off of it. And you wander back to your apartment. And
can I choose not to go back to my apartment?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm gonna wander to the nearest bus station.
Oh, okay. Well, do you not want to get your stuff from your apartment? Because
I have my bag on me. That's what I keep my stuff in.
Okay, so you have everything on you.
As long as I didn't lose it when I was drunk, then yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I always keep it as like just like a satchel, kind of across over the shoulder strap.
Okay, gotcha.
Bag, yeah.
Okay. So you can head to the next bus station.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to wait for the bus so I can ride it to the main terminal, like where all the buses kind of go out.
Congregate?
Yep.
Okay.
So however long it takes to get from this one back to like the central station.
Let me think. I want to try to think.
And I forget where is the city that I'm in right now?
You're in New York.
New York, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to the bus station and you wait about maybe 10-15 minutes and bus comes up.
Okay.
And I assume you get on, you pay your fare, and the bus driver takes you to the main terminal.
Okay.
Okay, and you get off.
All right. I'd like to get on the bus that leads to the train station.
Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. So you get on the bus, and you get on the bus, and again, takes you to the train station. This is all pretty
This is all what?
This is all pretty uneventful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to find any bus that leads in the direction of Louisiana.
Okay.
Whoa!
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All my friends are dead or raped.
Yeah,
That's
Louisiana.
what you get for not getting to Louisiana, you bitch. No. You don't go to Louisiana. You don't go where I tell you people die, and they die horribly. No. So, you're in the Grand Terminal. Oh no. You're at the train station, and train person who sells tickets is like, hey, you okay? God, you look you don't look so good. Are you all right?
Trust me, I'm worse than I look.
I take it you don't want to talk about it either.
Just
do you?
get me to Louisiana.
Why Louisiana, if you don't mind me asking? As he's not he goes about the business. He's prepping stuff. He's just asking out of curiosity.
Just personal business.
Okay. And he kind of leaves it at that, trying to be a bit more respectful. So he preps your ticket and he says, here you go, that'll be $30.
I just hand him a 50 and walk off.
Okay. So you take your ticket and you get on the train, and
it's gonna be a long ride.
Yeah, it is. So you head to your car, and I assume, you head to your room, because this is back when like trains had rooms, and because you paid for a $30 or no $50.
It's a lot back then. Well, again,
that is a lot.
30, but
yeah. $30, that's like a nice room.
Hotel.
Essentially, that's like first class.
Yeah.
So, you head to your room, and I assume you kind of just drop your shit in the middle of the room and just go to bed.
I smoke, and then I go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. And about what time do you think that is?
After riding all those buses and everything, it's probably like at least 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's probably pretty late, especially since you stumbled to your workplace and it was dark by the time you got there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So, you fall asleep in the train, and you sleep until. When do you think you sleep till?
God only knows.
Probably pretty fucking exhausted, huh?
I don't have an alarm. I'm sleeping until the fucking something wakes me up.
Okay. So, you sleep forever until you die. No.
Okay.
And now the train car is haunted. Haunted by a vomiting drunk flapper girl for all eternity. Oh God. So, you wake up. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna do this. You wake up at fucking hell. Oops, shit. You wake up at 12 p.m. So you sleep for like 12 fucking hours.
Good shit.
Because you fucking needed it. I wish I need to get a dice for time. So I need to get. So you sleep for like 12 fucking hours. And as you wake up, you notice that there is a newspaper underneath your door. Like kind of like slipped up underneath your door. And you notice that it's today's paper because the way it worked was depending on how long certain types of travel were, newspapers would actually put like the next day's paper on the train. So it's like, oh shit, we actually have accurate news. Oh, excuse me. And you read it, there's like sports and shit, and like there's crossword puzzles and games and shit, so you could distract yourself with it. And there's also a little bit more information on the Mr. Healing Man.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, that's what I'm actually getting to.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. Let's see here. Okay, I need to do this. Sorry, I would have done this first.
Sprinting down the hallway, doodly doo. Going to the door, doodly doo. I've got a key card. It's the wrong one, but oh boy.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, you you read the newspaper, and there's a little bit more information about Mr. Healing Man. And the newspaper like starts off by saying we tried to get the guy's name, but a lot of people were like, no, we shouldn't give out his name just yet, because there are lots of evil people in the world, and if they know he's doing good, they'll come and attack him. And they'll make him a martyr, and that'll be bad because we want him here doing his good work. So one of them finally spilled the beans, and you learn the name of this person, and his name is Wallace Harmon.
Okay.
And so you learn that he was, or is, he's like the head of a church, like one of the bigger, not like huge, he's not like the head of a cathedral, but he is kind of like the high, not high priest, but like the pastor. Huh?
The Pope.
Yeah, no, he's
he's
the Pope. He's the Pope who oversees the other. So he's just God.
Like a cardinal. So he's like a grand cardinal.
Yeah, he's like if there were multiple popes and then the popes formed Voltron Pope. That's him.
Popetron.
He is
Popetron.
He's
Yeah.
Popetron.
All right. And then if there were multiple Popetrons and then they summoned the Megazord. Anyway,
Pope Sword.
You learn that he's like the pastor of medium-sized church down in Ruston.
Okay.
And essentially, he's a little bit unhappy right now because his flock, his congregation, I should say, is kind of worshiping him instead of like God, and he's a little bit upset and uncomfortable about that. And so he's kind of started to kind of shy away from the healing unless it's very, very necessary. Like, oh no, my son broke his arm and it's never going to heal properly unless you save him. Or like some kind of terminal disease for, someone that needs to, like he's saving his powers for the big shit. So you read that, and that's pretty much all that newspaper has to say. That's really
important.
That's really useful.
Yeah. Okay.
So now it's probably about it's still probably around like 12.
Yeah.
So if you want, you could go to like the lunch car, or I mean the dining car. That's it. The dining car, and you could eat. You could kind of just go to like the sitting area and just like read.
I don't think I'm gonna leave my room. I think I'm gonna smoke.
Okay. Do you want to open the window, or do you just want to like suffocate yourself?
I'm just gonna choke on my own vices.
Okay. Well, now here's the thing: you could go to the dining car and get some.
Some what? I mean, I could. Maybe I'll do that later, but I just don't want to face people right now.
Okay. So you stay in your car and you smoke. Yeah. And smoke. Okay. And now, we're gonna leave Tracy there to her disgusting, filthy habit.
Of course.
And Marcus and Jesse.
And I think once you finish with the next segment of Alejo, I'm probably gonna call it a night.
Okay. Well, goddamn it.
Because work at 9 a.m.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I don't have work tomorrow either.
Fuck you. At least I get to get hammered tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So, kind of like you're just doing right now.
I'm smoking. I'm not drinking.
No. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Well, I mean, you'll drink later.
I mean, yeah, like.
Okay. Anyway,
future hammer.
So, Marcus and Jesse, they kind of, they spend the night on the Zeppelin, and as they wake up, they wake up like I guess they probably wake up around like 11 a.m. They're awoken gently by like the flight attendant. It's like good morning, sir. We're nearly arrived. Would you like some breakfast?
That would be splendid. Yes.
And then Jesse raises his hand. Could I have a Coke with my breakfast, please? It's like, would you not prefer coffee? No, thanks. No, thanks. I'll take a Coke. Thank you. And it's like, okay. and she goes to the bar and she grabs him a Coke. It's like, here you go. And then, okay, thank you. And he tosses her like,
I understand why he has his
yeah. He tosses her like a dime. It's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And so he starts drinking it. It's like, can't go a day without it. It's a problem. So,
that's just yes.
Okay. So, you and Jesse kind of start, chit-chatting again, and then they bring you out your breakfast, and you eat said breakfast. And I think because they're on a Zeppelin, it's kind of like really basic-ish fare. It's like breakfast cereals and maybe some toast or some waffles. because they can't obviously, they don't have like a big giant griddle. They can't make like sausages and fucking pancakes and crepes and shit.
Right.
So they bring you a pretty standard breakfast.
Yeah.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna roll, see how bad it is.
Oh,
it's good. Okay, it's good.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good.
thank God. I paid $100 for this fucking trip. It better be good.
That's the problem. Or we could have it, or I could have botched and they drag you out and you fucking die. It's like, get out of here, you son of a bitch.
You want good food? Get
out of here. Okay. So you eat your good breakfast. And actually before you finish, you hear the captain. He leaves the cockpit, or the, I guess it is the cockpit.
No.
We're going down.
Yeah, basically.
I guess it would be.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other word for it, but you know what I mean.
I think it's technically that.
So anyway, they leave the cockpit, and he announces, "Good morning, everyone. I hope you're enjoying breakfast. We're going to be arriving north of Ruston very soon. So we'll probably be there before you even finish your breakfast, depending on how hungry you are. So just hang tight, and we'll be there soon." And then he heads back into the cockpit, and as he closes the door, you actually notice like a co-pilot, so it was fine. Because I noticed you're like, oh no, I left the co-pilot there. You left.
No, I figured as much.
So you guys eat your breakfast, and you finish your breakfast before you land because you're a hungry son of a bitch. It's good food. So you finish, and then you and Jesse are just left with devices, and then you land, and you exit the Zeppelin, and you are now in the deep south.
Yeah,
and you can already hear banjos, incest, and and like fucking barbecues going on and shit. Yeah, you can hear slaves being whipped. And you can hear crocodiles eating children.
Oh God, I want to go back.
Too bad you're stuck. Anyway,
take me back.
So you you arrive here in Ruston, and Jesse comes up next to you. Is like, so now that you're here, you want to maybe stop by my place? And here, go ahead and roll a psychoanalysis.
Have any psychoanalysis? This is gonna be bad. Okay, flat 10.
Okay.
It's not that great.
It's not the best, but hey, I mean, it's not like you roll a bunch and it's like, oh shit, he's gonna murder me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it wasn't really a success, I'll still do it anyway.
Okay.
You turn to him and look at him as he's saying this, and you absolutely, literally, no bad intention at all. He's just being polite and offering you a place to stay because he knows you're not from here.
Oh, that would be splendid. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem because I live alone. I do have a guest room, so yeah, we can totally do that. So
that'd be
so
great.
you walk out the airport or like out of the airfield, I guess it would be. You walk towards like the terminal. You show them the pass, and everything's checked out. You're good, and there are several taxis waiting in front of the airport. And hang on. Okay. Several taxis waiting in front of the airport. And Jesse, if you want, you can go ahead. He hails a taxi, and he's speaking to him. If you want to, you can roll with.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm giving away a whole lot more rolls.
Why not?
I'm sorry.
So 72.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
Never mind.
What is your listen anyway?
I don't know, like the base, 25. I think.
Broken, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just listening.
Okay. Sorry, I'm giving him so much more rolls. There's just a lot more for him to do with
it. Yeah.
So, you don't hear what he says, but he motions you over, and then you guys get in the taxi, and you drive through, uptown Ruston. Nice area.
Mm.
This place has let's see. You see many people, families, children, smart people, people hanging out in cafes and drinking coffee. It's all nice.
Okay.
You
So-
drive through kind of like a commercial area with like restaurants and like hardware stores and shit like that. And then you see like some government buildings. Most notably, you see a very, very large like marble library.
Yes.
Not quite. It's not as big as the one in New York, but it's a very nice library.
That's okay.
And then Jesse, he tells you he's been brought up here. This is where he was born. He tells you how it's a nice city. It's actually it's growing quite a lot because the industry here is kind of vital to the rest of the country. They're doing a lot of logging and they're producing a lot of the wood that's used in most of the area. And actually, he tells you that he used to be a he is a retired forester, and he actually used to work. He actually used to work like surveying for like healthy like groves of trees, like good trees like walnut and cherry and shit like that. He looked for good shit. Of course he was he was under other people. He worked in like with people say they didn't get lost, but that was his job. He went out, he surveyed, and then they would also like chop down like select trees to bring samples back. So that's what he used to do. And ever since then, the city's been bustling and booming. It's been one of the fastest growing cities in the South. And they're bringing in, they have police stations, they've got cotton mills, they have railway stations, they have, and this is one of his favorites, they have an annual peach festival.
Ooh.
And they actually have, with all the people, they've opened up a hospital, which has they've opened up a hospital. And so, he just kind of goes on and on. You can tell he's very proud of his. And by the time he finishes, you're listening and at the same time looking around, and he's offended by that. He can tell that, you're just kind of seeing the sights. So, you kind of get a sense for the place a little bit, what you can. And by the time he finishes, you guys are just a couple minutes away from his home. And so you pass the last couple minutes in general silence and like a comfortable silence. And you pull up into an average looking neighborhood, not bad, not good. And the taxi let's see. I guess the taxi would just take you all the way in. Taxi takes you into the neighborhood, and Jesse gives instructions to the taxi driver, and you eventually wind up at his home. And you notice the address, and it is hang on. What is it? It's 1220 Willow Place. So if you want to write that down.
1220 Willow Place.
Okay.
Yep.
So, he pays the cab driver. Thanks, cabbie. Have a good day. And then, the guy thanks him, and you guys get out, and taxi drives off. It's like, so what do you think? Pretty nice, huh?
What does it look
No,
like?
I mean the city. I meant the city. Sorry.
Oh, yes. I'm glad to hear that it's such a bustling town. It does seem to be a nice place to live.
Yes, it is. It's only getting better, actually.
Oh, that's surprising.
Well, anyway, let's not dawdle outside too long, because I mentioned, I don't know if I ever actually mentioned back when you guys were in New York, but it's like near-ish to, it's like toward the end of summer. So it's like, It's probably like it's actually probably like right about now, like the end of September.
Yeah. Okay,
So
cool.
it was chilly and nice in New York, but now that you're down to Louisiana, a little bit, it's kind of humid and a little bit warm. So it's a little bit uncomfortable, and you can tell that he's uncomfortable.
Ugh. Okay.
He's already
Even
wiping
though
like
he's
sweat
lived
off
here?
his forehead. It's like, oh, let's go ahead and get inside. That's the only bad thing about this place.
Okay. All right.
And so
I mean, fair enough.
you walk up the it's not really a sidewalk, but you walk up to the door, and as you're walking, you look around. It's a nice brick house, red brick house. A pair of trees, a couple of like Bradford pear trees outside, so they're nice bushy green trees. The lawn is a little bit unkempt, mostly, and you mostly assume that's because he hasn't been here to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So the lawn's just a little bit unkempt, and the house is in great repair. It's a nice house. And the neighborhood is also very pretty. The neighborhood, all the other lawns are pretty. They're not exactly manicured, but they're nice. And there's lots of big.
Okay.
It's a neighborhood. You can tell it's an old neighborhood because there's plenty of big, like old trees in it. So it's a very comfortable, pretty green neighborhood. So,
Great.
you head into his house, and as soon as the door opens, you notice, like immediately, you're like 2 feet back, and he opens the door in front of you, and you just get awashed in like downright frigid air.
Ooh, okay.
So he walks in and is like, oh,
He's a man who likes to keep cool.
Finally. So,
Mm.
he walks in, he just breathes an absolute sigh of relief. And you walk in and you feel the you feel the nice cool air. And out of character, historical note, I don't know if they had air conditioners back then. We're going with it. They have air conditioners.
All right. Maybe it's eldritch powered.
Oh shit, maybe it is. But yeah, there's air conditioning.
Cthulhu's air conditioning.
For those people that weren't born in the 20s. I wasn't, but I know that it had.
Yeah.
They had air conditioning. What?
It had air conditioning, obviously.
Yeah. And
it could be a newfangled thing.
Actually, I'll have to find out if there was air conditioning back then. I think there probably was. If there was hospitals.
1902.
1902?
Yep.
Fuck
good.
Really? Oh,
nice.
shit.
Okay, so the air
Cool.
conditioning, it cranked the fuck up. I mean,
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So it's very chill in the house. Do you find it uncomfortable or no? Just curious.
Let's see. I'm sure if it's not like what temperature are we talking?
Probably like 60.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, so as you walk in, you feel the air. It's not frigid like Arctic or anything, but compared to the heat outside, the warmth outside, it feels amazing. It feels like winter inside.
Oh yeah.
So you head on in, and it's a very nice house. Nice hardwood floors, rugs, some art. Cheap looking art. A normal person's house. Nice and clean.
Okay.
As far as as far as you can tell, there's nothing really wrong with it. You can go ahead. Well, that wouldn't really need a spot hidden, would it? Yeah, you look around and there's like a fireplace there. You can tell that it's never been used. There's so much dust in there that's never been used. But hanging up above it, you see a long bolt action 22 hunting rifle.
Okay.
And on the couch, you see Jesse like take a bag. He had a bag on the flight. Just roll. He had a bag and he kind of like tosses it, and he heads into have you ever seen out of character? Have you ever seen the movie Goodfellas?
Oh, Goodfellas.
It's like an Italian mobster movie.
Not yet.
Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci.
Oh, okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Have you not seen it?
No,
Okay.
no, not yet.
Oh, okay. Actually, wait a minute. Have you seen Aqua Shit.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the way this opening room is laid out, you walk in, and there's kind of like a small, kind of just like a small entrance, like kind of half room where you could like take your shoes off and put them there if you want to. So you walk in. Off to the right is kind of like the living room den area. Then if you keep going forward, there's a hallway off to the left and a hallway off to the right. And then if you keep looking forward, there's like a counter on the right. And then just to the left of the counter, there's a way you can just walk into the kitchen. So essentially, the living room and kitchen are essentially the same room, except they're separated by that counter that you can just walk right past. So if you're in the living room, you can see directly into. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
I may need to draw a picture at some point. I probably will.
Okay.
That's fine. But anyway, you see him walk to the kitchen, and he opens the fridge. Now go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
Okay. I assume I know what I'll see if I see it, but I want to.
Yeah.
I don't want.
You don't want to put words in my mouth.
68.
Okay.
I assume it would have been a Coca-Cola stash.
Yeah, it's a Coca-Cola stash. So, you hear him open the, he opens the refrigerator door. You kind of turn because you know what's in there. You turn away kind of like with a knowing smile on your face. You turn away and like look at the rest of the room. Just kind of examine. He walks on over to you and he's already like chugged the whole thing. It's like, oh man, I can't help myself. I got a real problem, man. And so
that's okay. We all have our faces.
And he gives a good-natured laugh. And let's see. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I just brain farted. After he drinks and comes over and say that and he laughs. I can show you to where you'll be staying if you'd like.
Ah, that would be splendid.
Great. So he goes around to the rightmost hallway, and there at the end of the hallway, there's two doors. He opens one, and it's like, this is the bathroom, and then he opens the one. So you go down the hallway on the right side, and then on the left, on the same side of the house as the kitchen, that's the bathroom, and then on the same side as the living room, that's your room. So he opens it and like, this is where you'll be staying, and then you go on in, and the room's clean, it's tidy. It's very tidy. It's a little bit dusty, but other than that, the bed's made, sheets look fluffed. Nice room.
Okay.
You have like a little end table that you can put shit in if you want. There's a lamp. There's a mirror and a closet, and there's like a little foot locker. Not really a foot locker, but kind of like a nice wooden chest at the foot of the bed. Okay. And the bed, I think, the bed, it's a queen, so it's a nice big bed. So this is where you'll be staying. I hope it'll be all right for you.
Oh, this is absolutely going to work well.
That's great. He doesn't cut you off. I just kind of cut you off on accident.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So, I don't know about you, but I was just gonna go ahead and rest for a time. You don't really know a whole lot about me, and I will remedy that once I've rested up. I'm tired, as you can see, and he kind of gestures to himself, with like the canes and like he's sweating, clearly putting a lot of effort into walking. Clearly you don't know much about me, and I'll explain in due time. But I wanted to get you set up, wanted to get you comfortable, because I didn't want to be an ungracious host.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
So you can go ahead and unpack your things, you can get set up, and then whenever you're ready, we'll talk a bit more. And so he kind of he ducks out, and you can hear him walk back to the living room and just kind of sit down. And we can end it there.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. Made progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, like my sleeping made it such a
Totally
shorter
fine.
shot.
No, it's fine.
I'm sure next week it'll be Boo's fault.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Oh, it is. You have
It'll
the
rotate.
doctor's appointment.
Huh?
It is your fault next week because you have the doctor's appointment or whatever you have.
No, I just had that today.
No, you're closing. That's what it is. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm closing, but we're gonna do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, which
Yeah. Still your fault.
Tuesday.
And the thing is, that's totally fine because I have, I close. I mean, I'm off Monday, so I'll have a full day of rest beforehand.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I'll be good.
Cool.
As long as you two are good to play on Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't see
Yeah, it
something
should be.
coming up.